were fired in Morehead last night.
It happened shortly after 7 p.m. in the area of 14th Avenue South and 15th Street South near the Morehead Seventh-day Adventist Church and Ellen Hopkins Elementary. Morehead police say multiple shots were fired. They say that shooting began over a property dispute.
Police telling a reporter at the scene 2 people got into a car and shot at a home. A third person involved who was in that home shot back at the 2 people in the vehicle. Police say the 2 in the car were driving away when they called the police, and police were able to quickly arrest them.
The home was physically hit. There are bullet holes in the structure. However, no people were hit or injured in any way. Police say there was also a juvenile present, though they have not specified exactly how.
Morehead police not releasing the name of the people involved just quite yet, but they do confirm there is no danger to the public. They say all of the guns are accounted for. And this man, 45-year-old Tamoris Dempsey, was booked into the Clay County Jail just before 12:30 this morning on 3 counts of second-degree assault, 3 counts of drive-by shooting, and 3 counts of reckless discharge of a firearm.
Morehead police have not confirmed if his arrest is related directly to yesterday's shooting. Stay with us, though, as we work to get more information here at Valley News Live.
And a SWAT situation in West Fargo yesterday was tied to a shooting in rural Cass County over the weekend.
Around noon yesterday, the Red River Valley SWAT team served a warrant at this apartment complex in the 900 block of 1st Street.
The Cass County Sheriff's Office says 26-year-old Kyle McLeod was arrested on robbery, terrorizing, and conspiracy charges.
The Sheriff's Office says it's all tied to a shooting back on July 31st. Here's a look back at some of our coverage there. This is at the KFGO Radio Tower building on County Road 81 south of Fargo. Authorities say a victim was shot during a drug deal and then later flown to a hospital.
Last week, another man, Starmaine Hoper, was arrested in connection to this shooting. You can stick with Valley News Live as we continue to work to get more details about yesterday's arrest.
Police able to track down 4 people accused of trying to steal a scooter from a little boy in Bemidji. A young man told police 4 men surrounded him, demanding his scooter and bag. Officers say they were able to find the group who had run from the park because an off-duty officer was at the park with his family witnessing what happened.
18-year-old Nathaniel Williams and 20-year-old Landon Lovejoy were arrested, along with a 14 and 15-year-old. Governor Doug Burgum weighing in on Governor Tim Walz being picked as Vice President Kamala Harris's running mate.
Burgum speaking about how the 2 states, Minnesota and North Dakota, have been able to collaborate on certain projects.
Tim and I have had things as neighboring governors. You have to work together even if you don't agree on the same things, and whether that's the Red River Diversion project, Fargo, Morehead, Dilworth, West Fargo, that whole project. So there's been things we've been able to collaborate on, but then you start heading in different directions. And when I look at the policies of Minnesota, it looks a lot more like being a neighbor to California.
A series of North Dakota political debates are set for this fall in the weeks leading up to the general election on November 5th.
They will be airing live on Prairie Public for your listening and viewing pleasure. The first happening September 26th.
That's a North Dakota U.S. House debate between Republican Julie Fedorchak and Democrat Trygve Hammer.
The next happening October 2nd, the U.S. Senate debate with Republican Kevin Cramer and Democratic nominee Katrina Christensen.
And rounding out the 3, the governor's debate. That's on October 10th, featuring Republican Kelly Armstrong and Democrat Meryl Pepcorn. All debates are set to be an hour long, starting at 7 p.m.
Watch for continuing coverage right here throughout the election season, as well as by joining us through our free VNL News app. 6:53 on our Thursday. A nice, bright, beautiful sunrise, but it's not feeling that way outside. We're sending things right on over to meteorologist Lisa Green for a look at the details. Hi, Lisa.
Good morning. If we didn't know what month it is, we would think, oh, this is a nice, crisp fall morning with the bright sunshine. But we're still in August. In fact, it's early August, and we are dealing with this cool down, and it's really going to be reinforced today. Here's a look at our temperatures. 47 degrees right now in Bemidji. Fargo checking in at 48 degrees. It's 49 in Grand Forks. You can see some areas enjoying sunshine, some getting some clouds. The farther north you are, like Roseau, the more likely we are to see clouds earlier on this morning, and all of us will cloud up throughout the day. Detroit Lakes again at 50. We're at 47 in Bemidji, and Devil's Lake checking in at 48. So here's a look at our satellite map plus our radar too. You can see most areas looking just fine in the south. It's north where we are concentrating on another wave sweeping through, bringing us a chance for some showers today. Starting first in the northern valley, we've been seeing some passing sprinkles or a light shower from time to time. They've been struggling to make their way farther south yet, but eventually this will sweep through and the clouds will take over, and we'll see some cooler air as well, even cooler than what we're experiencing right now, with the wind around this wave driving in some chillier air. So here's here's a look at what to expect. For the morning drive, we're doing just fine. A lot of us enjoying some sunshine here to start off. It is just cool. You're going to want the jacket, I think, especially if you're going to be outside for a while, but quiet. This afternoon and evening is a different story. We'll have chances for off and on rain showers. I can't rule out a rumble of thunder. I'm not expecting severe, but still a possibility. And look at our forecast high, 68 today in Fargo. So watch out for the rain. The wind is going to be gusting into the 30s out of the northwest as well, all combining for just a kind of an uncomfortable feel to be outside, especially if you're dressing for summer, because it doesn't feel like it. Now tomorrow, the morning will be chilly, but we'll start to turn things around. We'll get to around 70 in Fargo tomorrow. Just in time for the weekend, we'll see temperatures become more comfortable into some mid to upper 70s. And then next week, summer's back. We're going to see those numbers climbing back into the 80s as early as Wednesday.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah, we're not done yet, but this is definitely a significant cool down.
Wow.
You got it. Thank you, Lisa.
Well, everybody, grab your hats and chaps because it's time to giddy up for the 3rd annual Silver Sage Pro Rodeo.
This weekend, the Silver Sage Guest Ranch lights up with professional performances while honoring our local first responders.
How fun. The Valley Today's Tatum Miller is live this morning at the ranch. Let's see if she's still on horseback. There she is. Good morning, Tatum.
Howdy, ladies. That's right. We are here at the Silver Sage Guest Ranch, and we've got a gorgeous sunrise coming up over the rodeo grounds here. Now, we are actually in the corral right now, and I have a new guest to introduce you to. This is Miss Fancy. So good morning, Miss Fancy. I'm also here with Craig Otto with the rodeo. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning.
Now, I know we've been talking about all the cowboys all morning, but we've got some little guests here for a very special activity. Can you kind of walk me through what that is?
Yeah, we got some mutton busters here that are getting ready. They're going to do a little bit of practice with us this morning so they know what to do during the rodeo.
So you say mutton busting. Can you kind of tell me what that is?
Well, we got some sheep here, some rank sheep, and these kids are going to get on and hang on and try to ride them the longest.
Well, that sounds certainly entertaining. Now, enough of us old people. I want to hear from them. Are you guys excited to mutton bust? Yeah! Oh my goodness, and your own daughter and niece are here too. How long have they been doing it for?
Paisley's been doing it for 4 years now. Ella's, this will be her 3rd year.
That's fantastic. So are you guys ready?
Yes.
How are you feeling coming into this weekend?
Fine. Good.
How long do you think you'll stay on for?
Not long. Not long.
Not a long time. Are you ready? You look ready, cowboy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? And you with the hat over there, look at you. How long do you think you're going to stay on for?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's all right. We're about to find out this weekend, right? So, Craig, where could folks come out here this weekend to check all these little guys out?
Friday or Saturday. We'll be riding them both nights.
All right. And how can you sign your kid up to do it, or is it already closed?
Yeah, we're already full this year, but you can certainly get on the rodeo page for next year at silversagemn.com and look for the info for next year.
Well, the competition is looking quite steep this year, so take this year to practice. Sign up for next year if you haven't already. Coming up next, we're going to watch these guys in action, but me and Fancy are going to go take a little ride in the meantime. I'm Tatum Miller for Valley News Live. Back to you at the studio, ladies.
Incredible. Tatum, you are a pro on horseback this morning. You might have a job at the rodeo.
Yeah, check that out.
How fun. Thank you so much for all the live updates this morning.
And remember, this rodeo is happening tomorrow and Saturday at the Silver Sage Guest Ranch in rural Clitheroe, Minnesota.
Gates are opening at 4 p.m. each night. The rodeo begins at 7 p.m. And hey, Tatum might be out there. We don't know now.
Yeah, probably.
We lost her to the rodeo. Well, it's already time to start your back to school shopping.
Yep, and prices for the simplest of items are more expensive than ever. We spoke with a business professor at MSUM about the reasons for the spike.
Inflation. I think that's a pretty straightforward answer.
According to the National Retail Federation, families are spending $875 per household on school supplies, which is up from 5 years ago, which was $697.
Movies Up the Square is back with a free showing of 2023's The Little Mermaid. That's happening tonight at 6 p.m. at Broadway Square in downtown Fargo.
You can bring your blankets and stretch out on the lawn, or you can find seating around the square. And if you are going, you are welcome to bring your own snacks and beverages, but please keep in mind off-site alcohol is not allowed.
Free popcorn is available on site though while those supplies last, so get there early. Well, hey everyone, thanks so much for waking up and joining us here on the Valley today. I'm Ashlyn Hill.
I'm Alex Larson. We'll see you tomorrow.